Josh, first of all, an official welcome to Gateshead, of course, joining on loan from Birmingham for the rest of the season. So first things first, really, how pleased are you to get through the door and kind of get started, getting in amongst it with the rest of the boys?
I'm buzzing, to be honest. I've been here for 2 weeks now, obviously training with a group while things are being sorted, but the main thing for me was the type of football that Gateshead play. You know, it's what every player wants to be involved in, keeping the ball on the forward, playing through the lines, but really over the moon, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the style of play there. Is that really the main sort of draw for you in coming into the club?
Yeah, to be honest, that's the type of player I am. You know, I like to keep things ticking in the middle of the park, playing forward when I can and getting on the ball as much as I can. So obviously seeing the way Gateshead play, it really drew me in straight away.
Yeah, and although you're coming from Birmingham at the minute, obviously no stranger to the area, being from the northeast anyway, and knowing a couple of the boys, coaching staff and players wise as well, I suppose that always helps coming into the building as well.
Yeah, of course. Obviously seeing Ryan come in, he was my age group when I was at Newcastle, and same with Louis as well. Louis was one of my gaffers when I was at Newcastle, but it's always nice to see familiar faces when you come into a new group, which has made that transition easier.
Yeah, and mentioning Louis there, of course, with him being part of the coaching staff now, as well as Rob and Sweens, I suppose, how have those conversations gone in terms of what they want you to bring to the side and how they want you to fit into things?
To be honest, I haven't really put any pressure on me as a player. You know, when I've had conversations with Rob, Louis and Sweens, it's to come in and showcase myself. You know, I'm coming into a really talented group, so for me, I'm coming in to try and get as much minutes as I can as my first loan. So, but there's no really pressure on me. They know what I need to do to get into the team.
Yeah, and you mentioned being involved in sort of training around the place a little bit already in recent weeks. How have you been finding things there at the moment? Because of course you're no stranger to the first team environment, having been involved a bit at Birmingham over the last couple of years anyway.
Yeah, like you said, it's when you come from 21s to first team, it is a big step, you know. Sometimes you could be a bit flustered, but like I said, the lads are great, to be honest. All of them's welcomed me in, asking loads of questions of how I am, and even on the training pitch, little things here and there to help me with the style of play, you know, if anything's different compared to Birmingham, but I'm just really enjoying it at the moment.
Yeah, of course, in terms of being at Birmingham recently, you mentioned being involved in and around the first team and on the bench in the Championship as well, and training around the first team and in terms of an under-21 sense, of course, captaining the side as well. How have things really just been going for you in terms of your development in recent years, really?
Yeah, like you said, last season I was the captain of the 21s. We got to the PDL final, unlucky to lose that, but it was a really good season for me individually. I had a good season. I was on the bench, like you mentioned, against Stoke, and involved in other games too, but I think this is the next step that I need to take, you know, go and play in real men's football and getting that valuable experience and playing with players who's obviously played higher and the great players that play at Gateshead.
Yeah, and for you as a player yourself, I mean, you mentioned making that kind of step up. How are you looking to tackle that really in not I suppose the next few months, but until the end of the season really now?
Like I said before, it's just get as many minutes as I can. You know, it's a big learning experience for me. Coming in a men's environment, trying to get as much minutes, like I said. So just see what happens.
Yeah, and in terms of the National League itself, obviously all the boys will say it's no easy games in the league and things like that. Plenty of players who've played at levels higher. So how much are you just looking forward to getting involved in that and just putting yourself in that environment, really?
To be fair, hopefully I relish it and really kick on. But if there is any setbacks or say I don't play as much as I want to, I'm a really hard-minded player, so I'll stick to it and keep doing what I need to do.